Welcome back to Steins Gate. Last time we reached an ending, which I didn't expect, to be honest, since I expected, I don't know, just the story to continue in 1975, but too bad. And to be really honest, because, like I said, this playthrough is blind. I have no idea where it's going and how to get the other endings, so what I've been doing the whole day yesterday and the day, not the whole day, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I spent like 5 or 6 hours just starting the game from the first chapter, or basically the prologue again, going through all the mails, reading all the mails, recording all the mails, and essentially replying differently to stuff in order to get new dialogue and maybe branch into a different path. Since I don't want to follow any flowcharts or anything because spoilers, and that wouldn't be blind. So I think I got to the point where we can actually diverge our playthrough from the previous one, which is actually in chapter 6, at the point where we can either choose to leap back in time, which causes the whole bicycle loop again to happen, or send a email, which I either couldn't or didn't think of last time. And that email will tell Ocarine that he shouldn't follow Suzuha when she's going to that offline meet, and that's, I think, the key to progress into the story into a new path. So, like I said, I've been recording all those small emails. If you would like to see a small compilation about those, I could make it, but it's quite a lot of footage, so I'm not really planning to put that in. Except for one small piece that I'm going to place after this, because the dialogue is so hilariously funny. It's just before the point where we can either choose to send an email or the time leap. It's when we are searching for the pin and Ocarine is wondering aloud how the other members are doing. And I actually got a phone trigger, so I called Kurusu, and that just basically got a whole new dialogue at that point. So I'm going to include that and enjoy that. And after that piece of dialogue, then I'm going to cut to the decision to send a email instead of using the time machine. And like I said, that should probably start a new path to a new ending. So without further ado, enjoy.
Hello.
助手か。俺だ。
なんだ、間違い電話か。
I love the bantering.
何を言っている。俺だ。王院京馬だ。
私は助手なんて名前じゃない。あと、あんたも法王院京馬なんて名前じゃない。
ならばこう呼ぼう。栗ご飯とカメハメハ。
Oh. Oh dang. Well, Kurusu, got you there. I hear rattling on the other side of the phone.
なんで知ってんのよ。
俺がタイムリープする前、お前は涙ながらに告白したのだ。私はネラーでニコ中でアンカーで自分のおっぱいウプしたりする女ですが、それでも助手でいさせてくれますかとな。
What?
無論俺はこう答えた。お前がネラーでニコ中でアンカーで自分のおっぱいウプしたりする女だろうとラボメンであることに変わりはない。これからも俺の助手でいてくれて構わない。だから涙拭けよと。
今すぐ VIP にすれ立てして安価で己の個人情報暴露してやる。それが嫌なら口から出任せはやめろ。
進捗状況はどうか。
ちょうどよかった。話しておきたいことがある。
I don't remember any talk. Talk about what? Just like that, we're back to normal conversation.
ならば一度ラボに戻る。
OK、待ってるわ。
I did take Susanna back to the lab. Chrissy greets us with a cold stare when we return to the lab.
言っとくが、お、
She can't even say it. She can't even say it.
胸をウプなんてしたことないからな。
This is just great.
あれは単なる冗談だ。ネタをいつまでも引っ張るな。
そっか。マキセ・クリスが栗ご飯とカメハメハだったんだね。ジョン・タイターである私にいつも突っかかってきてたよね。
This is so good. This is just so good.
自由な議論ができてよかったでしょ。
まあね、ちょっと鬱陶しかったけど。
Yeah, it seems like Kurisu is an internet troll. Are these two still fighting? No, I don't think so.
ちなみに俺も実は黄金京馬という名で。
それは知ってる。
Same reaction again. So that bit was some hilarious dialogue, but I think this still goes to the same point. But do they only agree when it's at my expense? The camera throws and change the subject.
それで話というのはタイムリープマシンのこと。
多分岡部は忘れてると思うから一応確認しようと思って。リフターの代替となる何かについて探してるわけないよな。
We have it's the TV downstairs, and I'm going to press skip, and hopefully this is new dialogue. Yes, it is. Great. Alright, we hadn't discovered what it was at this point in time.
それならすでに調べはついている。1階にある42型ブラウン管テレビだ。
え、そうなの？根拠は？
俺は何度もタイムリープしてここにいる。あとはわかるな。
なるほど。
すまないな。すべて任せっきりで。
何よ、いきなり下手に出るなんて気色悪いな。
もともとお前はタイムマシンには否定的だった。そのお前がタイムリープマシンを作っている。
Almost like what Stern has been doing to her.
もしかしたらいやいややっているのではないかと思うこともある。
Is this so considerate of him? I don't even know if this is going in a different direction, or if it just is some new dialogue, but I'm going to include this anyway, because it's a great dialogue.
失礼だな。
Mrs. Cowles.
だいぶ前に言わなかった？タイムトラベル理論自体を否定してるわけじゃないって。現実的じゃないのにできるって言ってる連中が信じられないだけ。
Besides, and looks me over from head to toe.
それに実験で証明された以上否定するわけにもいかないし、タイムマシンの母と呼ばれることになるのは心外だけど。
This has looks at this.
ですまないと思ってるぐらいなんだから一度目は手伝ってくれた？
一度目？
タイムリープする前の今日は 私のこと手伝ってたかってことよ。
No?
ああ、俺と誰かサポートしていた。
I thought that we were just running around doing our own stuff. Well, basically Chris who was working on it.
じゃあそれでいい。2度も3度も同じことやるのもきついでしょ。それに今は天音さんのタイムマシンを直すこととお父様を探すことの方が重要よ。
ごめん。
謝らないでよ。調子狂うから。じゃあ私はもうちょっとこもるから、岡部からリフターの代替物について聞けたし、作業もはかどりそう。
Bruce waves and vanishes into the development room. I'd better not disturb her. The time limit is approaching. Yeah, I know. What else can I do? Now I just need to send it. And the dance music is starting. Last playthrough, like I said earlier in this video, we leapt back in time using the time machine, but this time we need to somehow then this the email. I set up the microwave. The discharge begins immediately. I place my thumb on the send button. Yes, I'm sure. I've been waiting for this moment for 2 days. I want to see a new world line. I want to know more about this game. Mayuri's voice is choked with tears.
すずさんとの思い出消えちゃうんだよ。本当にそれでいいの？
I know, but the alternative is much, much worse. We've seen the alternative, and the alternative is not really living at all. Memories flash through my head.
ほんのちょっとの間でも君たちと一緒にいられてよかった。
Don't tell me Ocarina's going to break it off.
父さんのやろうとしていたこと私が絶対やり遂げるから。それじゃあ35年後に会いましょう。あ、君たちにとっては数時間後か。お願い、未来を変えてほしい。
Susa, I've made my choice. I won't ask for your forgiveness. Ultimately, I'm doing this to save Mayuri. But at the same time, the words you spoke on that rooftop are still strong in my heart. You entrusted me with your hope for the future. If I am to honor that wish and fulfill mine, then the time we spent together never have happened. We've reached chapter 7, yes! And it's still in the same cluster of world lines. Somehow I expected the divergence to change above the 1%, but of course not, since we haven't made any big altercations to the world line yet. Also, a really small thing I've noticed when playing through the game again, and I will just briefly talk about that here because I won't put that part into the video. When I went from the prologue to the first chapter, and when Rintaro actually went from the timeline where Crusoe was killed to the timeline where we are now, the divergent meter actually went from 1.1% to 0.5. So at that point between the prologue and the first chapter, we actually changed the whole world line cluster. The world shatters into geometric shapes that expand and contract like rubber toys. Light gathers between my eyes. Also, if you hear some clicks, I'm very, very sorry, but I got a new mouse since the old one died while recording last time. And this one is a bit louder. Light gathers between my eyes. Stars explode behind my eyelids. Gradually, color returns to the world. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I wait for the vertigo to pass. Cold sweat oozes from my temples. Pressing my fist against them, I slowly force the air out of my lungs. I mean, I'm so hyped because we averted possibly the whole CERN ambush, I would call it, and Mayuri's death, but that doesn't mean that in this cluster of world, not cluster, in this new world line, that somehow that won't happen because we're still in the Alpha world line cluster, if we can call it that. Excuse my explanation with the whole yarn strings. I just call a bundle of world line a cluster. We're still in the Alpha world line, so Mayuri is still fated to die. It's just that now we have a little more time to prepare for stuff. But even if we do ultimately jump to a different cluster, then that means that that doesn't mean that suddenly all things are better. It could be then possibly CERN will kill us all or anything. Just saying that I have no idea where this is going, and I'm really, really excited. Pressing my fist against them, I slowly force the air out of my lungs. As the world line changed, I had to launch in order to check the divergence meter.
消えた。
I guess in this world line we haven't gotten that one from Suzuha, since she's gone a few days earlier. I checked the meter a few minutes ago, just as before the world line changed. Now it's nowhere to be found. I quickly realized what had happened. Suzuha gave me the meter after we stopped her from leaving. My demon undid those events. I'm really happy that Green is quite genre savvy right now. Of course the meter isn't here. A surge of regret seizes my heart. I clench my teeth and endure it the best I can. But it's still Friday, and CERN is still coming, I assume. If nobody else remembers, then alone will keep these memories of Suzuha alive. I look around the room. Mayuri and Risa are on the sofa, dozing on each other's shoulders. Ah, that's adorable. What's the time though? Haru, oblivious to the vulnerable high school girls behind him, is playing an arrow game on his computer. I take a deep breath and turn on the TV. I flip to a news channel. Don't tell me. I mean, it's dark out, so the world line should have changed. I erased the time we spent with Suzuha. That should have allowed her to leap to 1975 without losing her memories. The IBM 1500 should be in her hands now. Oh yeah, for a second. I was so focused on saving Mayuri that for a second I forgot that her purpose was to bring the IBM 1500 to us. We can use it to hack into CERN and erase the data they intercepted from us, and that way we can actually change the world line in a bigger way and jump clusters. Without that information, Mokia's men won't attack the lab. Mayuri won't have to die. That's how it should be. That's how it has to be. Otherwise, why did I sacrifice Suzuha's dream? The quickest way to confirm the change would be to check for any delays at Akihabara station.
ダル、山手線は止まっているか?
What's the time now? I can't even check.
はいや、止まってないんじゃね?
ネットで調べてくれ。
Please.
今いいところなのに。
also really curious who Daru's girlfriend is going to be, who Suza's mother is going to be. Daru sighs and calls up train information.
やっぱ止まってないみたいだお。
But we're still in the Alpha World Line cluster, so Mayuri is still fated to die.
ありがとう。
Still, I'm very wary. It's just, the game has already thrown so many curveballs at me. I'm just expecting shit to go wrong again at any moment. I'm just bracing myself. The whole line has changed, which means that our IBM 5100 should be in the development room. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I head back there to search for it. But contrary to my expectations, I can't find it anywhere. What's going on? Maybe Suza did lose some memories. Maybe Suza was assassinated by Surin while searching for it. There's so many possibilities right now. I look at my watch. It's 7:43 p.m. Moika's man attack at what time again? I don't know. I forgot. My heart is pounding like a drum. That demo was supposed to fix everything. The trains are moving as scheduled, which means that Moika's men aren't about to attack. So why does it feel like nothing's fixed at all? The IBM 5100's absence is extremely disturbing. I want to sit down and think about where it could have gone, but the voice in my head is screaming that there's no time. I need to calm down. It's hard to think straight after everything that's happened. I check my watch again. 7:36. Images from the assault flash through my mind. Please, game, not again. Mayuri bleeding to death on the floor. The smell of gunpowder in the air. I frantically shake the visions out of my head. I look towards the lab entrance. The door has yet to be kicked in by a team of hitmen. I swallow hard, petrified with terror. Please, don't let anything happen. Still have my fingers crossed. It's past 9. I peek at the street through the window. Nobody's there.
オカリン、誰か待ってんの？さっきからやたら下を気にしてっけど。
I was right. I probably looked out of the window 20 times in the past hour. I mean, I can blame him. I would be so paranoid as hell too. Another suspicious figure in sight. Moika's men still haven't appeared, and that even makes me more anxious. Like I said, Mayuri is still fated to die. The raid was before 8 if I remember correctly. I think it's safe to say that my changes to the past have prevented it from occurring. Suza's sacrifice was not in vain. I let out a deep breath. I'm sweaty and disgusting, like my anxiety has pushed all the sweat out of my body.
マユリ、それにクリス。
The two girls woke up from their nap about a half an hour ago. Now they're eating cup noodles.
今あんた、私の名前、普通に呼んだ？
That's still a great way to indicate that the thing that you're about to say is deadly serious. She looks at me in astonishment, like she can't believe her ears.
二人とも 食事が終わったら帰るんだ。もう遅いから送っていく。
Okay, this is even scarier now. Because if Ocarina is with them, then we are with them, since we're looking through Ocarina's eyes, and that means that Mayuri still can die somehow.
そうする。
I mean, it was not just CERN, but the whole world line itself that wanted Mayuri dead. So it just can't be that we get on a train and the train just randomly explodes.
別に岡部なんかに送ってもらわなくても一人で帰れるんだけど。
いいから誰も支度しておけ。
え、僕も？
I like the general froggies. Right. The train lines running through Akihabara are operating normally. There's no bomb scare, no sign of Moika or her men. Chris is taking the subway line to the next station. Wachinomizu, I'm very sorry for butchering those names, but Daru is going the opposite way. To Shinkoira. Mayuri and I are taking the Yanamoto line to Ikeko. So we parked at the station's ticket gate. There are a surprisingly few passengers on the train. I guess most of the salarymen are off for the open holiday. Mayuri is playing a handheld game, the Reinhardt Kakeru action RPG. On the screen, her character is battling a gigantic Upa. I stand beside her and gaze at her profile, lost in thought. It's the night of the 13th and Mayuri is still alive. Don't say that, don't jinx it, please. How many times have I watched her die? How many times have I tasted that despair? Shot twice. Ran over once, ran over another time by train. Slippery train. Stabbed once. Maybe some more, I can't remember. Too many times, no matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't save this childhood friend of mine from death. He died again and again, right before my eyes. And like I said before, in part 58, when all things went to shit, as soon as somebody starts reminiscing about the past, about past events, shit is going to happen. So this is blatant foreshadowing. I don't like it. But now she's alive. Don't say it, don't jinx it. I'm really anxious. Standing beside me playing a game. This is why I sacrificed some memories with Suzuha. It was the only way. I'm sorry, Suzuha. And thank you. Suzuha no longer exists in this time, but I hope my feelings will reach her all the same. I wonder what has happened to her. And where the IBM search has led her to. Actually, come to think of it, why can't I tell her in person? When Akiba could a 54-year-old Suzuha be? I'll try asking Tenoji tomorrow. He probably knows Suzuha on this world line too. I wonder if Suzuha remembers me. I think so. He must. Mayuri suddenly lifts her head. He looks at me hesitantly, her cheeks are slightly pink.
なんだじゃないよ。そんなにじーって見つめられたらね、気になってマユシーはそわそわしちゃうのです。
ゲームオーバーにでもなったのか。
I'm sorry.
それは悪かった。
I apologize, but keep looking at her. Instead of starting a new game, Mayuri looks at me with concern. Because we still haven't explained everything to them.
今日のオカリン、なんだかいつもと違うような気がするよ。
Yeah, no surprise there.
そうか。
More relaxed, I think. More relieved.
どうかしたの？
Or maybe just still on edge. Because we don't know what's coming. I remind myself that Mayuri is more perceptive than she seems. We proved that when she figured out that Mayuri was his last father. I don't want to worry her too much. I want Mayuri to smile, the usual ditzy smile, without a care in the world. Don't jinx it. After all, it's over. No! You just jinxed it, didn't you? Game. Oh my god, you just had to say it.
俺は何も変わってはいない。今もお前の顔を見ていたのだ。いかに世界に混沌をもたらすかを考えていたのだ。
本当に？無理してない？
Maybe you have no idea.
この狂気のマッドサイエンティストに無理なことなど一つもない。常に IQ170 を誇る灰色の脳細胞が完璧な計算を叩き出しているのだからな。
でもね、たまにはボケーって休むことも必要なんだよ。そのことをね、忘れないでね、オカリン。
Having said that, Mayuri returns to her game. I feel cold stares all around me, but I don't care at all. Mayuri is here with me, doing everyday Mayuri things, ordinary things. Everyday Mayuri things sounds like a great title. Everything is going back to normal.